Daily market update for August 26, Wednesday. Let's start with dollar index. So dollar index, yesterday nagkaroon tayo ng rejection candlestick dito sa daily, but we are still in a retracement phase, right? So ito yung area na tinitignan natin between 99.32 and 99.50 for a possible reaction para dun sa continuation to the downside. Now, going down sa 4-hour time frame, I think pwede tayong magkaroon dito ng complex pullback eh. So, ito yung level na tinitingnan natin sa daily. So, possible na ang gawin niya dito is something like this. Maybe an AB equals CD, continuation pattern before mag-continue downside. So I'm expecting more upside for today dito sa dollar index. Euro USD, so kabaliktaran lang ng dollar index. Ang bias natin dito is bullish and nasa pullback phase tayo ngayon. So ito yung level na tinitingnan natin. Medyo malayo pa tayo dun sa level na tinitignan natin, right? For a possible bounce. Sa 4-hour time frame, similar to dollar index, pwedeng maging complex pullback yung gagawin niya dito. So medyo ang layo pa ng level natin. So I think my downside continuation pa tayo for today dito sa Euro USD. Actually, pwede tayong maglagay ng trend line dito. Pero I think it's too early to to place a trend line resistance dito. Kailangan itong high na to ma-break niya itong level na to para malagay natin yung trend line. But anyway, overall bias for Euro USD is bullish, but today short term wise, I think may downside pa yung Euro USD. GBP USD, same like yesterday, we're just stalling dito sa resistance level na to. So nothing to do here. Nag-consolidate lang siya dito sa 4-hour time frame, right? Aussie USD, so nasa resistance level pa rin tayo but trying to break above and trade above this level. So very bullish yung ginagawa niya. So going down sa 4-hour time frame, ito yung level na tinitingnan natin for a bounce but hindi umabot dito sa level na to, right? So medyo nabitin yung price dyan, and right now we're trying to break this high. So we're bullish for Aussie USD, but I think walang enough pullback for me to consider going long right now. NZD USD, similar to AUD USD, nasa resistance level tayo ngayon, right? But price action nagko-consolidate lang. So wait and see tayo for this one. 4-hour time frame. So ito yung level na tinitignan ko kung gusto ko mag-participate to the upside, right? Dito sa area na to. Ideally, dito sa 50%. Kasi andyan yung trend line, itong trend line support natin. So, yeah, abang-abang tayo dito sa area na to. And of course, dollar CAD. So, dollar CAD, nasa pullback phase din tayo. But we're stalling at this 200-day moving average. So, nag-act as resistance. But yung ideal level na tinitignan ko for a short play is between 139.05 to 139.46. Dito yan sa Fibonacci retracement. So, medyo malapit na tayo dyan. Possible na maybe today or tomorrow ma-reach natin yan. So, going down sa 4-hour time frame, so ito yung may dalawang level tayo dito. So, number 1 is this level. Okay, ito yung parang nearest supply na pwede natin i-reach, and then if hindi mag-hold to, ma-break yan, meron pa tayo dito. Okay? So may dalawang level tayo for dollar CAD for short play. Alright? And then dollar Swiss, we are approaching this resistance area, Fibonacci resistance. Andyan din yung yung 20 and 50 EMA natin that could act as a dynamic resistance for dollar Swiss. So going down sa 4-hour time frame, so ito yung fib zone natin, daily fib. Dito tayo pwedeng magabang ng short play, so bearish. And dollar yen, so dollar yen, sa daily time frame, so sandwich tayo between 200 moving average and itong short-term moving average natin, 50 and 20. But momentum-wise, katulad nung sabi ko yesterday, very bearish. So impulse down, ito yung corrective pullback. So I'm expecting downside moves sa dollar yen. Going down sa lower time frame, so may short tayo dito. So ito yung daily fib natin. Ito yung corrective pullback natin sa daily. Then nagkaroon tayo ng breakdown, impulsive move breakdown, and then another corrective pullback. So itong level na to, yung supply na to yung tinitingnan natin. And nag-short nga tayo dyan yesterday. So kung gusto nyong actually nabanggit ko na yesterday dun sa video natin na ito yung tinitignan nating level to hold, right? So I'm expecting more downside dito sa dollar yen. At least ma-target natin itong low na to or even this low. But overall, possible na magkaroon tayo ng continuation downside. Gold. So gold, meron tayong indecisive candlestick yesterday. So long-legged doji. RSI natin, remember, nasa overbought territory tayo. So possible magkaroon tayo ng retracement. But overall bias is still bullish for gold. Yung level na tinitingnan ko for retracement dito sa area to, 4,512 to 4,468 area. Andyan din yung 200 moving average and possible mag-catch up itong 20 EMA. Now, going down sa lower time frame, so dito na-isolate natin yung level natin. 4,500 to 4,450 area. So, medyo malayo pa tayo dyan. Wait and see tayo dito sa gold. But right now, I think nagsisimula na tayong magkaroon ng retracement kasi medyo nagbabasag tayo ng structure dito sa hourly time frame. So, pwede na tayo makakita ng short-term decline dito sa gold. And then, crude oil. So, crude oil, wala pa tayong directional bias talaga dito. Pwede kasing mag-consolidate lang tayo dito eh. Right? So, more on wait and see, but we are approaching this level. Ito yung itong level na to. Possible magkaroon tayo ng bounce dito. Andyan yung trendline support natin and at the same time, andyan yung 200 moving average that could act as a dynamic support level. Copy natin to dito sa 4-hour. So, dito sa area na to, right, pwede tayong makakita ng reaction. But not something na, not something na iti-trade ko kasi wala nga tayong clear directional bias for this, no? Yung RSI natin, ang reading is nasa 28, so below 30, medyo nasa extreme level na. Medyo oversold na siya. So, very possible na magkaroon tayo ng bounce. But, maybe kung bounce play lang, titignan natin yung mabilisan. Pwede, itong level, pwede tayo dito. Like, maybe 1-to-1. But again, not something na ideal trade setup, but decent one. Right? May resistance tayo. So, yeah, that's it for crude oil. And then Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, may rejection candlestick tayo yesterday. RSI natin is nasa overbought territory, 81. So even though we are bullish sa bias natin, pwede na tayong makakita ng retracement. And ideally, gusto natin muna makakita ng retracement dito before mag-continue to the upside para makapag-participate tayo. Right? So, dito sa 4-hour time frame, may sign of deceleration na tayo. Ito, may divergence na tayo dyan. But wala pa tayong change of structure. Actually, itong ginagawa na more like a bull flag. So, pwede mag-continue to the upside. But for me, I don't want to go long at current level ng Bitcoin. So, I need to see a retracement. Okay? Isa pa sa tinitignan natin is FTSE. Hindi na tayo nabalikan itong FTSE. Dito na tayo sa resistance area. I don't think na babalikan pa itong level na to. Magkaroon pa tayo ng retracement dito. Ito yung hinihintay ko, magkaroon ng retracement. But, hindi na tayo binigyan. Nandun na tayo sa area kung saan gagawin na yung kung saan nandun yung target natin, which is this our previous high, right? And another one na tinitignan ko is pound Aussie. So in terms of moving average natin, long term, short term is bearish. Structure wise, medyo not that clear, right? So ito yung major ano natin, lower high, lower low, possible lower high, right? And then right now we're trying to break this low. Okay? Trying to break this low, nagte-trade na tayo below that, although wala pa tayong close below this level. Going down sa lower time frame, medyo impulsive yung break natin. Okay? Yung breakdown natin from this level. So, kung magkakaroon tayo ng price acceptance dito, ibig sabihin multiple candlestick below, dun sa retracement, pwede tayo maghanap ng short opportunity dito. No? But again, kailangan natin ng price acceptance kasi kung isang candlestick lang, pwedeng sumunod dyan bullish candlestick and maging failed breakdown. Okay? So, yun lang guys for this video. Good luck and as always, trade safe.